Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to NIP TV. We're going to jump straight into the all-important knife round because we missed the knife round on Cash. Jackie, it's 1-0 to Team Dignitas. How are you doing, my friend?
Not too bad, you know, fairly good. Whilst I'm coming to you live through the internet, but reason they're not looking too healthy on this knife round is they're getting completely stabbed up by Dignitas.
They are, but we've got to give them benefit of the doubt. This is their map pick, even though statistically they don't look amazing on Dignitas 2. I believe if I can just dig those statistics out. See what I did there, Dignitas, genius. They've only won 3 out of 10 of their Dignitas 2 games as a lineup, obviously bar Modi, who I actually believe is Jaime Dingarino. By a process of elimination, of course. But give us a prediction. I mean, you said that you felt Reason Gaming could potentially take Dignitas 2 simply because of how Dignitas 2 is as a map, you know, it sort of suits a more looser style of play. Do you think they can do it?
Yeah, I mean, especially with the form they showed on Cash, I reckon they could potentially win this one.
Awesome. And I'm sure it's only going to be a matter of time until the players kick off. 2, 1, bada bing, bada boom. Ladies and gents, welcome to NIP Gaming TV. This is the Global Offensive Champions League. We've got the Danish derby. It's like Man City versus Man United. It's Reason Gaming up against Team Dignitas, and it's going to be Pimp to peak round first with the Glock. Gets not just one, no, in fact he does get one. It's actually AZ who got the initial kill, the first kill of the round, and with Kirby wrapping round from behind, going completely unnoticed from mid onto short. It's going to be a very simple error from Team Dignitas, and I can't see them losing this.
Ideally not. They've got complete control of the site. And even with Schneider waiting outside along with those Julies in hand, aggressive push on short there from MSL, but unfortunately he's not been able to do much with it. There's Schneider trying to use those new Julies. It's not really paid off, but, you know, Zanzir, he's looking to go for the retake, trying to do some damage if he can, but still, you wouldn't expect him to do much.
No, you would not. And there it is, 1-0 to Team Dignitas. Quite a lot of their players were pretty low on HP, but they just about managed to survive it, especially after planting the bomb. And Reason Gaming, we see one scout from Maeve. It'll be interesting to see where he takes that scout, most likely towards the back of B, and play the jumping scout position from there. Meanwhile, it's only Zanzir and Modi, the players going for armor. Zanzir going for helmet as well. But Team Dignitas, they've gone for 3 AKs here. They've invested very heavily. This is a big gamble, but I guess that's the name of the game. High risk, high reward.
Yeah, they're trying it out, trying to see if it'll pay off, and AZ, there's that AK in play as he mows down Maeve very early on at mid there. Big stuff coming out, but on the eco you wouldn't expect much else.
Reason Gaming, they've got 1 man in B, 2 men slap bang on top of the A-bomb site. All eyes on short. They've got a man who's gone towards long as well, but it seems like Team Dignitas, despite the fact they've got rifles and normally would be looking to keep their distance, they've realised how their opponents are setting up. They're going to completely wrap around this B-bomb site, and Zanzir, well, I'm sure he's not going to be left standing much longer. And Schneider confirms that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy Mac 10 frag. And the rest of the Reason Gaming players, I don't think they can even take this bomb site.
Really, you wouldn't expect them to be able to. I mean, they're fairly spread thin, and they are getting dropped even still now. Pimp coming in with a frag onto Modi, and the push from Kirby, trying to get the spray down, is able to land it onto Hunden, and they've all been picked off, really. Just Yugi left. He's got that deagle, and I mean, he might potentially be able to find himself an exit frag here of someone walking their way off of A site, but nothing more, nothing less.
No, if he does get an exit frag, you might be able to pick up one of these AK-47s, but doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Continue to run away, but AZ hot and thick and fast on his tail. Manages to nail him in the head, and there it is, 2-0 to Team Dignitas, and now for me, Reason Gaming, they're going to have to more or less full eco this. We might see the odd P250 here and there, but their cash is so low right now that they've got to save up for the all-important gun round in the next round.
Yeah, they've got to just hold on. There's nothing they can do now, really. They've just got to accept their fate, let this one pass. I mean, I'd say maybe if this was Cash, the form we saw coming out from them, they could potentially do something here, but really with just the pistols in hand right now against this strong-looking Dignitas, they're not going to be able to do much and will just get picked off. And Schneider's even going to go very aggressive with that Mac 10, trying to get a bit of a cash builder going.
Kirby chimed in, oh, so close to getting the long distance AK kill, and oh, Kobe Kirby, Kobe. Two
Pretty
frags.
big.
It is straight towards CT spawn, and what I liked was that he dealt the damage first himself with that Kalashnikov, and then added insult to injury with the nade. And it's Yugi again trying to save a pistol. And to be honest, there's no point in saving this USP. He's just trying to get an exit frag, but I don't think he's going to be able to get it, given the distance he's currently playing at.
Yeah. Not really much is going to come from that. He just hides away there. Finally, though, onto the buy round. Everyone getting those weapons in, loading up, getting everything ready and primed to do some damage. He's actually gone for the glass cannon up there. Didn't have enough cash, so he's opted to just go for it, try his luck. Potentially, we could see him doing some damage or maybe dropping very early on.
So Team Dignitas keeping the bomb in spawn, which normally is a sign of something of a relatively slow approach to come out from the terrorist side. Kirby just sniffing out towards the long area, seeing if he can hear a footstep of one of these Reason players, get a bit of intel, figure out how this Reason gaming defense is setting up, but the bomb has been moved forward. Jackie's currently at double doors where 3 Team Dignitas players are currently stood, and it seems like they're going to try and execute perhaps a mid to B again, or have they managed? Yeah, they smoked off the B bomb site, and they're going to sneak people into CT spawn. They've got players on short as well, and they're going to try and hit the A bomb site. If they're not careful, these Reason players are going to rotate out of B, and they could be in trouble. They could be completely surrounded.
Oh yeah. They've gone for a mid to A take here, and it's worked quite well. Schneider getting the frag onto Maeve as well. They've blown this round completely out of the water. The frag, they're trying to come out onto Kirby as they try and open through the box, but it's not working too well. If they hold things, really this should be a fairly standard round for them.
Man himself holding off short, doesn't even manage to get one frag, and it's all down to the youngster and the ex-Fnatic man. And even though things look shaky at one point for Team Dignitas, they still managed to pull things out of the bag, and they are going to storm into a 4-0 lead. Reason Gaming forced back onto only pistols again, and at least their loss round bonus is, you know, building, but makes you wonder when Reason Gaming are going to finally get their first round on the board. And I like this from Team Dignitas, putting all their eggs in one basket, going straight towards that B bomb site, slowing it down now, waiting for Schneider to get the all-important entry frag, knowing that their opponents don't have much firepower, and bada bing, bada boom, in a blink of an eye, the B bomb site has Dignitas' name all over it.
Oh yeah, they've blown it open easy peasy there, and Schneider with those Julies in hands. There's a Julie frag coming out for him onto Hunden. Only 2 men left on that CT side. Absolutely nothing on them, Karam. They're stripped bare, just pistols in hands, and actually Modi almost finds himself a frag there.
Yeah, easy looking to join in on some of the action. And Kobe Kirby's only gone and done it again. 5-0 to Team. We know that they are a strong team on Dignitas 2, that it is one of their favoured maps, and they're definitely showing us why here. Reason Gaming, Yugi finally has the AWP. We saw him up mid on Cash. Let's see where he's going to go with the AWP now on Dust 2. He's actually gone towards Long along with Modi. They're playing a 2-man setup at Long. Modi playing up close and personal whilst Yugi holds the corner in towards Pit with the AWP. Hundelar watching the mid to B, but he's going to get nailed in the head. And Team Dignitas, round after round, they've been able to walk straight through the double doors into that mid to B area and then dictate the game from there. Reason Gaming need to start applying more pressure on them. You can't afford to allow a team with players of Team Dignitas' quality to get that breathing space.
Yeah, it's really true. I mean, Dig have proved they've been strutting their stuff. They've been able to find an entry. As soon as they get that, that's it. That round is gone. They're so quick on reacting to it and replaying what they want to do. But somehow, finally, the CTs have been able to turn it around. Modi coming in with 2 big headshots there that have shut down Dignitas in their tracks, leaving only 2 players left standing.
Well, it seems like Team Dignitas have led unless Source Legend in Pimp, along with AZ, the ex man who used to play with the current TSM lineup, can make something magical happen. That Molotov should give away AZ's position. Flash is going to go in as well. AZ leads the charge. He's going to nail Maeve in the head, and suddenly this could go very well for Team Dignitas, but very well played from Zanzir, using the map as cover from that flashbang. And with Modi chiming in now, this should be Reason's first round of the map. And it will be. Reason Gaming, welcome to the scoreboard.
Welcome to the scoreboard indeed. One round on there. They've done well to get it, but can they keep it up or will they slip up? Kind of. Will we see them actually making the mistake of losing the follow-up round, then actually really heavily damaging their economy? It would not be too fantastic for them if that does happen.
Double up setup. Reason Gaming really reaping the rewards. Zanzir with no fear, my friend, just peeking straight through the double doors, taking off the face of Pimp, such an important player for Team Dignitas as well. Now, find themselves a man down, Jackie. Bomb still in spawn, so they're not rushing things. Where do you think they're going to head?
It's interesting. I mean, potentially we've seen a lot of pressure being put on that B bomb site. They do seem to favour it, but over at long, we do have Kirby there working his way in with a nade once again. If he can find a frag, and there it is. Big shot coming out there onto Modi. This is good. This allows them to still, as you're saying, take that time, work out what they want to do, potentially force a bit of a, a miscommunication on that A site, force a rotate. They will be able to work their way into the B bomb site with time here.
So the setup coming out from Reason Gaming, we've got Maeve and Zanzir on this B bomb site. So 1M4, Zanzir now rotating over to mid, taking a peek, trying to see if we can gather any information, gather any intel. And to be honest, Reason Gaming really needs as much information as possible right now. I think he may have spotted one of the Team Dignitas players trying to make his way in towards lower tunnels. Hence Yugi's current position. Here we go, Molotov flying in, but Kirby, oh my god, like Spider-Man, jumping straight on top of the double boxes. Zanzir chimes in with an AWP frag. Yugi as well, so close to getting a second onto MSL as he crossed the doors. And I think Reason Gaming can do this. MSL and Schneider, despite planting the bomb, are both incredibly low on HP.
They are indeed, but that flick is beautiful coming out there onto Schneider, and now as you're saying, MSL very low. He should be easily picked off here by the push, and there it is, the USP one bullet to finish the job.
Team Dignitas terminated, job complete. And there we go. Reason Gaming slowly starting to make their way back into this one, starting to build up a bit of bank, as we know is very important when you are on the more expensive CT side, and of course they didn't want that round loss bonus to reset after winning their first round of the game. They didn't want to go and lose the next one. It would have completely ruined their finances. But this is nice, upping the tempo from Team Dignitas. Foot on the gas pedal, wasting no time, going straight in towards his B bomb site. It's Kirby who made his way in from the mid to B area yet again. And I think it's Maeve who's been completely forced out the bomb site, and it's none other than Kirby to, I think, get his 4th grenade kill of this map. Fantastic play.
Yeah, he's been using those grenades a lot after he got the double. You feel like maybe that's sort of spiced things up a bit. He's loving the grenades now, going for a lot of just aggressive plays with them. Interesting flash there from himself, slightly missing it and blinding his entire team.
All part of the plan.
Yep. Strategy.
Yeah, but can't help but think, Reason Gaming financially were relatively healthy that round. They could have utilised a Molotov in upper tunnels to prevent a potential push. Heck, they could have even put a smoke down there initially, which is usually the norm to sort of prevent that kind of push. But Team Dignitas, they read their opponents well, and they haven't allowed them to rack up 3 in a row against them. But they just about have enough money to buy. But it's not a double AWP setup just anymore, rather. But let's see whether they can finally get yet another round on the board. I think MSL just about spotted Hunderlot make his way in towards the lower tunnels area. AZ chimes in with a kill of his own, and now with these two players making their way into surely, but Modi's been cancelled out by that smoke. So let's wait and see what's going to happen here. It's all kicking off, really.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, there's another frag coming in there as well onto MSL. Drops him down in lower tunnels, but as we can see, the bomb over on Kirby working its way up long. It's essentially got safe passage rather than the man with the AWP. The man with the plan over on that A site, Jugi. He can do some defense here with a backup of Modi. They could lock down short, but long is what he needs to be worrying about. And that is where the push is going to be coming from. Schneider alongside of Kirby. Pimp in T-spawn as well, now finally getting his bottom over there to help them out. Really, if Pimp going to land potentially the frag here onto their AWPer, they could have safe passage to that site.
Here we go. 3 Team Dignitas players crawling their way up long, and as the crossover smoke comes in and the Molotov burns the A-bomb site. The game has been given up. Schneider gets a headshot onto Juggy, and Kirby needs to get this second kill. Spraying and praying, he's not going to be able to get it. As the CT drops down, CT Spawn finally gets revenge. Oh my god, leaves Zanzir on only 9 points of health. Pimp will finish him off. And now, as this is a 2 versus 1, Maeve should not win this. He's somehow miraculously managed to turn it into a 1 versus 1, and he will clutch and pick up the AWP as well. Fantastic play from Maeve. He didn't really show us much on Cash, but he stepped it up right here, right now, when it matters the most. And Reason Gaming have their 3rd round finally on the scoreboard.
Yeah, really big stuff there. I mean, it's come down to the wire, but Maeve, in that clutch situation, has done well. A little bit of a peak coming out from Kirby, and, you know, he got his head taken off for it. He was capitalised for it, so big props there to Reason Gaming. Beautiful stuff.
Bomb plant. Just about giving Team Dignitas enough money to invest a bit more into these flashbangs, Molotovs. And wow, that flash going in towards the long car. I'm not sure if it actually flashed Pimp. I don't think it did, but fantastic strafe work from Yugi. But the fact that they put 2 men towards long, it's actually completely left the A-bomb site open. MSL knows exactly where Hunden's going to be hiding. He's going to jump down, but no! Hunden with the double kill. 1 onto AZ, 1 onto MSL, and this Team Dignitas attack is being completely shut down.
Yeah, they have been absolutely shafted this round. Nothing they can do at all. Only 1 man left standing, Schneider. He's finally got an AWP in his hands. I think this is the first time I've actually really seen him have an AWP over this map, or Cash at all. So maybe let's see if he'll be able to do some damage with it. Actually, not at all. Gets his head knocked off. And there's Dignitas losing another round. Reason looking a little bit stronger now. Nice defense coming out from him.
Had to jinx it, didn't you?
I know.
Team Dignitas, only Pimp on the Tech 9, or the Rec 9 as we like to call it. And Reason Gaming boosting men onto short. There's not just 1 but 2 men towards short, 2 men towards B, and this time round it seems like they are going to leave Hunden on top of the A-bomb site, all eyes on long. But it's a nice boost coming out onto short, allowing, I believe that was actually Yugi who's boosted up on short, just to peek the lower towards area, see if it can rattle off a shot and drop a Team Dignitas player nice and early on. But didn't manage to from AZ as he came across, and now the mid to B seems to be real. Not 1, not 2, but 3 Team Dignitas players stampeding straight up B ramp as the flashes go in. MSL leads the charge from the B doors. There's the first of what will hopefully be many for MSL. He hits the floor, however, but the bomb site does now belong to them. It's 4 versus 3. They've got the positional advantage, they've got numerical advantage, and most importantly, they've got the bomb site.
Yeah. Securing that bomb site for him is a lot better, because now they're in nice positions to just defend from the push of the CTs. A nice little peek coming out there from AZ, and he's able to land the frag over onto Modi. But Hundelar pushing in now, doing some damage, gets 1 frag, turns it into the double, only Pimp left. Look how low he is, Karam. Ideally, you'd like to see Pimp win this, but Hunden has been looking very strong. Goes for the push, and it will not pay off.
Yeah, Pimp knew he didn't have to face in a scenario like that. Just play it patient, cool, calm and collected. Wait until you hear the CT press that E button for the defuse. What do you think of the new defuse animation?
It's interesting. I mean, I feel like I agree from sort of the pro feedback of it. It should just be from a spectator standpoint, because it really does sort of, it removes the idea of sort of fake defusing from the game. And it's, you know, that's another thing that, you know, is part of the C skill, and you take that away, it makes the game easier to play. It's not as interesting.
Trying to watch the double doors area into the area from CT Spawn. He's a dead man alive with only 7 points of health, but he still lives to fight another day. Zanzir, the Lone Ranger, towards the B bomb site, as Maeve looks to help out Hundelar towards the B ramp area. They're constantly changing it around here, trying to keep Team Dignitas guessing. I like this, and if Pimp isn't careful, Hundelar might even frag him due to the lack of versatility on this AWP, but he does have a man to his left who's watching his back. So if Team Dignitas can get maybe 1 or 2 frags here, they might be able to unlock an A-take or a big potential.
I mean, got that opener there onto Hundelar, as you were saying, but it's still only a 4-on-4 situation. It slightly favours the T, though, ideally, because it means the CTs have to spread themselves a little bit thinner. But with Kirby going down, it's more of a CT side situation once again. The AWP on Yugi, this could be damaging those Ts, but is going to be picked off, and Schneider turns it into a 2k there. That is huge, really. Keeping him alive in this round. Him and Pimp left standing. That bomb going down the A side. Schneider still railing people now, going massive. Is able to switch out to the AWP as well. If he can get this into that 5k there. Huge, huge stuff from Schneider. Beautiful play from the man, showing he still has what it takes to go massive.
Yeah, flexing his pecs there that round, reminding everyone, I'm Schneider. I was part of that Fnatic lineup that won the very first major, of course, with Devil Walk. But forget Devil Walk, Pimp
Oh, man.
with the door bang with the AWP. I mean, even if Maeve had a helmet, that would have been a kill. Zanzir looking to hold B ramp. He gets one, but AZ's not going to let him pick up that AK-47. And Team Dignitas marching into a 5-round lead. Question is, can Reason Gaming bring it back to 9-6? If they do bring it back to 9-6 and then win their T-pistol, then this game could really start to get hot and spicy. But as things currently stand, my money's on Dignitas.
I mean, Big are looking very drilled right now, very strong. Everyone really proving that individual skill, which is what we were talking about earlier. And I mean, Schneider, he's wrote in the textbook there. He's shown you all about individual skill in that one round. So if Dignitas can keep that up, Reason, they're looking like they will just be completely destroyed. And there it is, MSL and AZ coming out with a tag team, ripping them apart over on that A site. And they've got complete free sanctuary now to go and get the bomb down. But the bomb is all the way in T spawn.
It is, but luckily enough for Team Dignitas, plenty of time for them to work with. The bomb is, I believe, going to make its way towards long, or is Pimp going to throw it to a teammate? Oh, here we go. It was just Schneider coming to accompany him, just in case any of the CTs had actually pushed up mid. But Reason Gaming, I like how both Maeve and Zanzir are just looking to stick together as a team rather than opt to put one person on B, one person on A. They went through mid. They went through lower tunnels, they checked upper tunnels. They now know that it's not going to be a B, and that they've got to rotate over towards the A bomb site. The question at hand is, are they going to bother? They're so far away, and Schneider was waiting for them in spawn. Fantastic play. That's why the substitution happened as he ran towards Pimp. I said earlier on that Schneider was watching Pimp's back. Now Pimp's going to come in and make sure his teammate doesn't get decimated in T-spawn, and it won't occur. Only one death for Team Dignitas that round. Really well played from them. And Reason Gaming going into this final round of the first half with swag 7s. There's only so much they can buy, unfortunately.
Yeah, they really don't have anything left in their banks. They've had to just buy up what they can, and that's a real shame for them. They were looking very strong, but all of a sudden, it looks like things have broken, and once again, Dignitas are proving they're the top dogs, doing an awful lot of damage. An early aggression on mid there from Schneider, pushing in awful lot of damage over onto Zanzir, but he is still fighting before he gets finally blown out of the server once again by a grenade.
Great play from Kirby. Just waiting outside along just in case the CT decided to push. Got an easy frag, but Hunden going big with the swag 7. Headshot onto Pimp. Missile knows exactly where he's hiding though. There's one. And is it going to manage to make it a double? No, he won't. Maeve actually with the scout frag. And now we've not got Reason Gaming, we got Scout Gaming. Yugi on top of this bomb site with the Scout, looking to try and abuse it, try and jump in midair. Gets one frag, which isn't too bad, but unfortunately Maeve, only with the swag 7, up against quality players like Schneider and MSL. I don't think I fancy him for this one, even though he does have an AK now, so who knows what might happen.
It's true, but I mean, 67 P left. He goes for the push, jumps through, but he is just completely mowed there. Schneider once again getting a 2k in that round, and Dignitas leading 11-4 on the T side.
Yeah, for me, really, that half Reason Gaming was just playing a bit too passive for my liking. You know, putting 2 players in B a lot of the time, and they didn't really reap the benefits of it most of the time. They weren't really trying to control mid, trying to sort of discover intel as to how Dignitas were trying to set up on their T side, utilise that intel later on in the round to be able to predict what was coming at them. And unfortunately, they now find themselves 7 rounds behind. And if Team Dignitas can win this pistol and go on to win the next 2 rounds, then this could get really, really messy, and it would leave Team Dignitas only 2 rounds away, needing 2 normal rounds just to win, not just this map, this game overall, 2-0.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it would be beautiful stuff if Reason could perhaps turn this around, but it looks like they might not be able to. The big early frag there coming out from Pimp. AZ gets one as well, tries to turn it into the second, but he is shut down by Modi. MSL chimes in though with a lovely headshot. Zanzir firing away with that Glock. Takes down Kirby. But it's a 2-on-3, and the CTs are looking very drilled.
They are. It's very, very hard to stop Team Dignitas, Kirby, AZ and co when they're in as form as solid as this. Pretty much carried the form that they sort of eventually discovered towards the end of Cash, which gave them enough to cross the finishing line and win the game. And they've carried it on their backs to win. Does 2 as MSL in the 2 versus 1. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Never doubted him for a second. And I feel Reason Gaming now, maybe their heads have just dropped.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be devastating, especially that round there as well. MSL getting that final frag with 1 bullet left in his USP. He was able to luckily land that final bullet and set the frag. And I mean, Reason, they've got to be devastated about that.
Pimp pushing straight through lower tunnels. Oh my word! 4 from Pimp! Fantastic play! His crosshair locking on like an aimbot. That's how good this man is.
See, and I mean, I told you Pimp was my favourite player from Source, and there it is. That's just vintage Pimp coming out, rolling back the years there to just go massive with that B-tons push, just flicking all over the place, just juicy stuff there, just classic Pimp.
The thing is, even though, you know, his opponents didn't have helmets, didn't really have that much armour to work with because they want to go for this force right now, it was still phenomenal aim from Pimp on an individual level. To be able to lock on to those final 2 players they're facing in the USP, brilliant to watch.
Massive stuff there, but Modi, he is going massive as he mows down Schneider and Kirby. Beautiful.
We're really starting to see now why the bettors on CSGO Lounge opted, well, 91% of them opted that Team Dignitas were to win this game, but Reason Gaming, it seems like they're just about going to be able to sort of lengthen this map for now. Pimp hiding in the B-bomb site all alone, and he knows that it's only going to be a matter of time until the AK-47s start rattling nearby, because they're going to try and hunt him down. They know he has that AWP.
Ooh, very close there to getting the frag onto Modi. We'll follow it up with the USP and the push coming out from Maeve. He wants to try and do some damage, but he needs to save that weapon as he runs away, using the flash to deter them, but accidentally blinds himself, but somehow still lands the shot.
Yeah, even though Reason Gaming lost a man in the process of trying to find Pimp, they have picked up his AWP, and I'm pretty sure they'll be relatively happy with how that round went. They've got to build on that. Team Dignitas only 3 rounds away from taking victory on this map and victory overall. It was a very, very tight affair on Cash, but can't really say the same based off of what we've seen so far on DDoS 2.
Definitely are. I mean, Dignitas have just been looking dominating throughout this entire matchup so far. Looking very powerful.
MSL just hiding behind the steps with this CZ75 as he awaits his fellow Danes to come nearby. It's going to be a double mid setup. Kirby going down to the area just to take a peek through double doors, but it is in fact going to be the man I was talking about earlier on, MSL, to get 1-2 frags with the CZ. Massive play from the Team Dignitas in-game leader, who had a massive game on Cash, but Modern looking to try and unlock this B-bomb site. Doesn't manage to do so just yet, but surely MSL can't make it a hat-trick of frags. He will! He is the CZ god! And our Reason Gaming going to really lose this round? Have they crumbled?
Well, Underleer is on the bomb site over at B. He's got the bomb down, and with Molly there, actually not got the bomb down seconds before, takes it back up, and that's given the CTs a little bit of extra time to actually get closer. Modi goes out with a flash there. He'll be able to get the frag onto MSL, but doesn't realise another one outside. It's Pimp. He's working his way up. They time this right. Schneider and Pimp could definitely do some damage here. Getting the first frag onto Underlar, and then the push comes in. Modi playing this fantastically, but he's not going to be able to get the follow-up onto Schneider, and that's another round going to Dignitas. Reason, they looked like they had it. They had all the natural tools, but they've fallen short at the last second.
Volvo. Nerf CZ Plox. No, MSL really did make it look like it was a CZ of old. They're fantastic player.
Yeah.
The thing is, even though Reason, after he got the first frag, knew where he is, they continue to challenge him one by one, and you can't afford to do that up against any pistol, really, in CSGO. That's how powerful they are. Young man looking to stamp his name on the double doors, and he definitely stamps a bullet onto the body of Kirby, tagging him through the doors. Zanzir gets the opener with the Desert Eagle, but AZ is quick to pounce with the M4A4. Fantastic play from the Dane, and he spotted that third player for Reason, and he will headshot him to add insult to injury. And Reason Gaming really struggling to make their way back into this one.
Getting picked off there, and I mean, match point on the board now for Team Dignitas. Reason, they're going to have to pull something out of the bag here, and I mean, they're basically on the eco. They've had to force up to see what they can get. A few Deagles in play, one Tech 9, some armor. It's just not enough.
This is it, ladies and gents. Match point. It's pretty much all of Reason Gaming make their way outside long, but wow, these pistols are dealing the damage like we warned you. 4 players stampeding straight out of long. 1 player in low tunnels looking to catch up any potential rotators, and now Team Dignitas, only 2 of them remain. Schneider with the AWP CD spawn will manage to land the shot onto Yugi, but I don't think they actually realised that Kirby's hiding in gay spot, but now they definitely do, and Molly will frag him.
Schneider still going strong though. He's able to get the CZ frag onto Zanzir before he goes for another face onto Mabe. Tags him down to only 19 HP. It's a 2-on-1. Schneider, he's in a nice position, but Mabe was able to find a smoke that will allow them safe patches across. Schneider still holding the angle just in case slightly misses the shot there, and Modi, he went for the push and it's paid off. Somehow they made that round look like they had the Deagle from Counter-Strike Source, because they just obliterated everyone on Team Dignitas there.
Fantastic play. I mean, you said it weren't going to be enough. I was looking at it, nodding my head. Yeah, Jackie's right. Reason aren't going to have it in them, but now look at how the tables have turned, regardless of the score right now. It's now Team Dignitas who have to put up with these tiny weeny weapons. The question is, can they do to Reason Gaming what Reason Gaming did to them? Yugi thinks otherwise.
Eagle frags there over at B. They're trying to pick one up, but they won't be able to do it just yet. And with 1 player being dropped very early on Schneider, they're not looking too healthy, and there's another kick onto MSL and Daisy. So now this round is basically done and dusted. Only 2 men standing. They've scurried off to the B bomb site.
They have, and bomb going down over on the A bomb site, with both Team Dignitas players over on the complete opposite bomb site. Will confirm exactly what's to come, and the question is, how are Team Dignitas going to go about trying to get some exit frags? Seems like they're just going to try and stick together, sort of turn both their pistols into a machine gun together, into a rifle. They can both deal damage onto a player, but Pim, oh, great play. He's going to pick up a cheeky AK-47 as well, but he didn't retreat into me. He's going to get blown to smithereens. And now for me, Kirby will do well to stay alive, let alone a phenomenal deagle like that. I wish we saw that from his angle.
Yeah, that must have been beautiful. I mean, he's ripped his head off there with a deagle. Lovely stuff coming out from Kirby. Potentially a really clutch moment there at the end. He just wanted to stay alive, but he's gone wild and got a frag for it.
But I guess that just emphasises and shows how great aimers these Team Dignitas players on an individual level really are. I mean, we take a look at the lineup. I think it's safe to say that they're all pretty much, you know, very well respected in the competitive CS scene. And even back in CS Source and 1.6, they proved themselves and I really hope they can make this lineup work, especially after bringing in Schneider. But Kirby getting caught with his pants down on the B-bomb site. I'm surprised that Team Dignitas were willing to take that gamble and not have anyone look towards tunnels. Again, knowing that they've dropped Kirby in B, they're anticipating that only one more player is most likely going to be there, and they know that one more player is there. It's Schneider. The question is, can they shut him down? Pip was so close to potentially getting a frag, and he does get a frag just over the smoke. But judging by the body language of the Team Dignitas players, they're not going to attempt the retake. And to be fully honest with you, I'm not surprised, because they've got a lot of breathing space, and Pimp has that AWP, which is going to be very difficult to try and retake the B bomb site with.
Yeah, they might as well just back off and just stay alive right now. No reason to throw those guns to the wind. Just keep them for the next round. They've got a big buffer really to work with here, so might as well just hold out if they're feeling a bit more confident.
There we go. Reason Gaming just making their way out of that bomb site through tunnels. Obviously they knew that Pimp was lurking at long. It makes you wonder, is the comeback real? I can't help but feel if Reason Gaming were to sort of rediscover some of the form that they showcased early on Cash, then it might be possible. Team Dignitas are knocking. One mistake is all it will take from the Reason Gaming side to hand over this map and game to their opponents. Kirby yet again has been tagged through the doors, and I'm pretty sure he's getting pretty sick and tired of that.
Yeah, definitely. Every round. Time after time, knocking him down to very low HP. But MSL, he's gone for a mid push and it's paid off. He's been able to get the frag onto Zanzir. Hundelard does quickly return it though.
Doesn't. It begins the process of rotating, and a good job he did, because AZ is no more. Body lurking in true get-right fashion in lower tunnels, catching off any rotators from double doors and from upper tunnels. And the Team Dignitas defense, bit by bit, is starting to crumble, but the foundation is still there. Until Reason Gaming can sniff around double digits. They know exactly where Pimp is hiding. They should be able to frag him. And Nick, of course, that AWP is.
Trying to get away, but the T's are hot on his towers. He's gone for the face. They're slightly missing that AWP shot, and he will get punished.
Yep, not an ideal buy from Team Dignitas the last round. Obviously, you had two players who kept their weapons from the round before, and the others were invested very lightly. Meanwhile, now we're starting to see more big guns coming out. MSL, Kirby with the silenced M4s, easy. With his M4A4, Schneider, of course, he's brung out that AUG that he was using on Cash, but fantastic shot coming out from Zanzir. Awesome play. Modi's been awesome throughout this entire game. He was brilliant on Cash, and he's definitely been dictating the B side of the map so far on Reason Gaming's T side. It's why they've been so successful as opposed to their CT side. And as the Molotovs fly in here, Jackie, Team Dignitas, they're not going to be able to retake this. They have really struggled to hold this B bomb site.
Yeah, I mean, once again, forced into the save purely because they've just been obliterated on that B site. Both players just getting their heads knocked off with absolute ease. Zanzir somehow pulling his spray down, landing the headshot through the box, killing him. Schneider getting ripped apart when they actually do go for the site push, and it's crazy. Reason have just found this new form, just, you know, this entry fragging ability where they can just charge in and blow them apart.
Dignitas reinvest. I think they just about can. M4 on Schneider. What's Kirby going to bring out? He's invested in nades and a diffuse kit and helmet himself. So is he going to get a drop of a teammate? No, a teammate. Yep, a teammate did drop him. Saw a few Dignitas players on just over 3k. So there it is. Two M4A4s. Now, MSL with his M4A1S, Schneider as well, chiming in with the very same weapon, but the man that I left out was Pimp with the AWP at the back of the B bomb site. Finally, someone has managed to shut down Modi. Yugi gets revenge onto MSL. And this Reason Gaming T side really has impressed me so far.
The Reason game is very very strong right now. But all of a sudden, Dignitas seem to be bringing it back, turning it into the 3-on-4. Wave and Co. They've got to try and pull something out here if they want to go big, because cannot make any mistakes right now. Reason they need to take this into overtime to be in with a chance of winning it. And they are slightly slipping up. Pimp lands the shot onto Zanzir. Only 2 players remaining, and they're not looking too healthy to win this.
No, I think the fat lady has sung in this Danish derby. Dignitas up against Reason Gaming. I'll take my hat off to Reason Gaming, even though I don't have a hat. I was expecting them to get completely whitewashed, but they haven't played too badly. We never really were expecting them to pull off a victory up against Team Dignitas, but judging by this comeback on Dignitas 2, even though it hasn't been quite completely mounted just yet, judging by their great performance on Cash, they're definitely going to be a team to watch, and I really hope that they do keep Modi as a part of their lineup, but maybe there are more rounds to come for this game. Yugi now in a 2 versus 1, and it is going to be the Kobe Kirby man again to get his 5th grenade kill of the map. And Team Dignitas, Jackie, take the map.
Yeah, beautiful stuff from Dig there. Classic play from all their players. Huge individual skill.